welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has been subscribed since the beginning, to everyone who has recently subscribed. Thank you guys so much for your friendship and your support of me and each other here on this channel and on this platform. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I want to just say a big welcome to anyone who has stumbled across this channel for the first time. We want you to join us, grab a seat, get some snacks, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather at my table together. Today's pick a card reading topic is all about the person on your mind and how are they currently feeling for you right this moment today. What are their current thoughts of you? How are they currently feeling? We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the yellow feather. And I believe this tarot deck is called the Angel Tarot. Pile number 2 with the golden tarot and the red feather. And pile number 3 with the traditional Rider-Waite tarot and the purple feather. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit today. And I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, we're looking at their current feelings and current thoughts of you in this present moment. So right this moment, what are they currently thinking and feeling about you? Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn to the yellow feather or to the Angel Tarot, and this is your reading. What is your person's current thoughts and feelings for you right this moment as we speak? How do they currently think and feel? For all of those attracted to the yellow feather or to the Angel Tarot, always remember I'm dealing with collective energy, so please take the messages as they resonate with you today and leave behind those that do not feel right to you. So how do they currently think and feel today, please, for pile number 1? Page of Wands. Whew, it's a great place to start. There's a lot of explorative energy surrounding this card, and it's really somebody who wants to explore you. There's a lot of interest here, and they want to pursue. It's a path of exploration. It's a spark, and that page wants to pick it up and run down the path with it. The Empress. The 3 of Wands. It's like they built up this image of you in their mind, and even if they've never explored you, quote unquote, they've built up this persona or this image of you in their mind, and it's this huge image. This Empress is somebody who is attractive in every realm. You don't have to be the divine feminine here, but they're just putting you at the top tier. They think that you deserve the world. It's like they haven't explored you, but they're pretty sure they already know what they would find down that path, and it's something amazing. And they fantasize about it. And in this fantasy realm, I feel like that's a safe place for you. It's like this is a place where they can imagine what that exploration would take them or where it would take them. They get to fantasize about expanding with you. This could be somebody who is just a friend at this moment. But it's like you're untouchable or something. Like out of their league. It's like you feel out of their league because there's the star at the back of the deck with the Hierophant. And the star energy is all about somebody who's kind of unattainable or who I really wish upon and hope for, somebody who holds my focus. And so they think about you all the time. I don't feel like today is an exception. I feel like they think about you all the time. And a lot of their thoughts are surrounding the fantasy realm and how attracted they are to you. There's definitely a physical attraction that's being represented here, but it goes deeper. When we start to bring in energies like the Lovers, like the Star, even the Empress, there's something special about you. And even if they can't put their finger on it now, they want to. They want to explore because they think that this connection holds so much possibilities, or their attraction to you holds so much possibilities. As I said, this could be a friendship. There's a flirtation that I'm picking up on. So for someone watching, I feel like there's a really heavy flirtation component to your relationship, or perhaps in the past, there was a really heavy flirtation component. Now I'm going to clarify as we move forward here, because there's an uncertainty that I'm feeling from them. Their current thoughts and feelings, please, for pile 1. How are they thinking and feeling right this moment? We have the Death energy. If this is a friendship, they are not interested in maintaining this as a friendship. It's like, I know you as a friend and I'm not interested in that anymore. I want more than this. But they understand that there's a risk to that as well, because they regardless of attraction, they put you in a really high pedestal and they want to maintain that safety. So they don't want to lose you to the capacity of which they have you. But they're also really considering whether or not they want to take this exploration. They definitely have fear of the unknown, but Spirit says that they, honestly, they kind of, the youthful, optimistic part of them thinks that the two of you could end up committing if you guys made the right decision, if you guys started to explore, if this expanded in the way that their fantasy kind of plays out for them. They're like, this person and I could build everything together. Here's the Hierophant. We could evolve. And it's like they want to take this to the next stage or the next step of commitment. For many, I feel like that step is simply going from a friend energy into something more, into more explorative energy. But there's almost something very possessive about that too, because it's like they're trying to keep you safe. They want to, there's a very protective energy around the friendship as well. So they don't want to communicate to you that this explorative energy that they have towards you, they don't want to give you the impression that that's all they're interested in. And that's why I feel like this little magician, this rabbit, is collared, because as much as they have this desire, I feel like they've had these inclinations towards you or this attraction towards you for a while, but they've always kept it to themselves. They stopped themselves from pursuit. I also feel like they think that they pale in comparison to you. You're out of their league. The Two of Wands. And this thought that they're having about you right this moment, this is, again, this is not a one-off. This is persistent thoughts, because their mind is filled with thoughts of you. So much so that they need to clear out some of that clutter in order to create a practical plan. But that's where they fall short, because they get really insecure when it comes to you too, and they compare themselves to other people really easily. So they worry that you do the same. And they're not 100% sure if you feel the same intensity that they're feeling. Because again, they're like, you're up here, I'm way down here. You can even see in the Lovers, it's like he's trying to feed her an apple. He's down, he's lower than her, he's trying to feed her that apple. Two of Pentacles. And we have the Emperor. Back of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This person has intentions towards you, pile one. This person is like, I know I have to do something about my feelings, and I'm waiting for the perfect time. I'm waiting for the perfect time to express myself. I'm waiting for the perfect time to search for clues. It's like they're waiting for the perfect moment. Unfortunately, that doesn't always come to pass. Sometimes it flies right over our heads if we're waiting for the perfect moment, because we have to create that perfect moment. And here with the Three of Wands, when we couple it with the Two of Wands, they're at a sort of a impasse right this moment when it comes to their attraction towards you. They get jealous easily, but they feel like there could be competition for you. And it really, there's a determination to do something about this eventually, though. It's like they don't feel the confidence right this moment and to create change right now. But they're very, I don't want to say they're greedy when it comes to you, but they're really kind of possessive of the situation. They're calling you their person. They're calling you their person. There's the Nine of Pentacles. But they think that you're so physically attracted too. And it's like this physical attraction, I feel like, is what fills them with fear or trepidation, because they're sure that you're out of their league. They're sure that there are other people who have your attention, and they just don't know if they have the strength to power through that insecurity right now. So they're in this holding pattern. They're waiting to see where this naturally evolves to. They're waiting to see if you'll give some sort of inclination about your feelings potentially as well. And they seem to be waiting for the perfect time to express themselves to you. How are they currently thinking and feeling about pile one right this moment, please? We have renewal. I do feel like they think that you hold all the power in this connection, because they don't feel very powerful. You have the upper hand. And they want to take this from one season into a brand new season. They want a rebirth in this connection. This person definitely wears masks when they are around you. And I feel like they are the type of person, and we're all like this to a certain degree, where they put on a certain mask based on the company that they keep. And this is an ego issue. This is an insecurity issue, and a reflection of this person's necessity for healing. They like to focus on you, though, because I feel like that distracts them from any other sort of interior work that they need to do. We have here the balance, which it makes me think about temperance energy, and they are waiting. It's like they're trying to find joy in the journey. They're waiting for the perfect moment to express themselves or express something to you. They keep talking about, though, the destiny. It's like they feel like this is a destined connection. But you also make them feel so nervous. Like you make them feel really nervous. We have here the chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment. And we have here passion. They have insane chemistry. It says you like each other equally and having fun. So it does feel, this could be, again, a friendship or perhaps just a very loosey-goosey type of relationship where there's no commitment at this time. But they want more than that. They would love to see the two of you commit. But they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet, but they would love to see the two of you evolve into a next stage of your relationship. We do have here a girl with a snake on the back of the deck. It says being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. And I don't like the message on that card very much, if I'm honest. It says empath and narcissist paradigm. This person could be falling into a bit of a victim mentality because they're not feeling pressure from your end, or they're not seeing movement from your end, because they are really confused about how you feel, and that's creating an imbalance within them. And that could be why they're holding back this offer and why they're waiting and taking their time. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, so they want reunions as well if the two of you are in separation. This is not an overhauling theme, though. I don't feel like the majority of you are in separation. This feels like a friendship that is present, and we have chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. We do have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, and the Magician is here, so they are trying to manifest more, but the Magician is just a support. It's like they're really leaving the ball in your court at this moment in time. They're hoping to gather more information so that they don't have as much fear in leaping into an unknown with you. What are their current thoughts right this moment? What are they thinking right this moment as we speak about pile one? You are a goddess. You are a god. You are a goddess. So much physical attraction, and they, again, it's like what they wish upon, what they focus on. I'm trying to become a better person. It's like and it says here the chaser. It says abandonment issue. It's like I'm afraid that I'm not good enough for you, and I'm trying to hold off, wait for the perfect timing until I prove myself in some type of way. They feel like they have to prove themselves to become good enough for you. I miss you regardless of how things look on the outside. So if this is in separation and they aren't making you feel like you're missed, you're having a profound effect on them. I wish that I had been more honest with you. And they wish that they had taken off these masks that they tend to wear around you because of fear. And I feel like you make them really, really nervous. And it says, I'm coming. Back of the deck says, I fantasize about you. And that's what they're doing right this moment. They're in full fantasy mode when it comes to you. They're focusing on you, and they're like, I am coming. I may be coming slowly, but you can see the boar here. It's like they're trying to take logical steps with the fox. They're trying to be very logical, but there's an aggressive intent. Look at the look on that boar's face. There's an aggressive intent coming towards you from the divine masculine. What are they thinking right this moment, please? For pile number one. What are they thinking and feeling Right this moment. It says, you are my happy place. So when they fantasize about you, it's an escapism from their everyday life. We were just kids when this began. And it feels like a friendship. It feels like something that has evolved into a lot more. But you have always intimidated me. You intimidate me still. You always have. It's like I'm not on your level. You carry yourself so well and with so much confidence. I'm so frustrated with myself in this situation right now because I definitely want to be more than friends with you. I want to run away together, and my attraction is more than physical. So if there is hesitations, if there are practical things in place that create the delays, they wish that they could just throw those aside. Back of the deck says, you have made me so happy. What does this person currently think and feel? What is the future of this situation, future of this connection for pile number 1? We have trust to the universe coming out for the future intent. It says intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe is at play. Have faith and breathe. And we also have here divine guardian. Do not be nervous today or tonight. The path you're on will lead you just right. I do feel like this person has intentions of making their feelings known for you, pile 1. And I feel like it's going to take them some time, if I'm honest, to get there. But I feel like they will. I feel like they will express themselves in some type of way in the distant future. I will say distant future because we are dealing with very slow moving earth elements here. And they are waiting for a perfect opportunity, but I feel like the intent is definitely there for movement. Let's get a charm bowl for you. If you're new to the channel, I do end each spread with a charm cast at the end. So what is this person's intentions for pile number 1 in the bowl? Their current intentions towards pile number 1. We have the Justice. There's a sense with the Justice reverse like things aren't fair right this moment. The Justice reverse can really talk about legal issues or position problems. Like they don't feel like they're in a good enough position to offer you something, or their position gets in the way. So right this moment, they are kind of at this point here with the Three of Wands where they want expansion, but they don't know how to create it. The worst is actually behind them. And if they were to kind of focus with intent, not at how unfair the situation is, but instead on purposeful solutions, they could definitely come to some sort of solution. Because we have this Ace of Wands too, which is a spark and the beginnings of something brand new and fresh. So I do feel like this person wants to bring forward clarity for you. And I feel like for someone out there, they actually will. Okay, in the bowl today, my cards have not been staying up. I think it's like my bowl is getting slicker or smoother from all of the charm casts. We have the letter T today. And we have a little rabbit with a racquetball. I feel like this was a back and forth flirtation, and both of you were really nervous to kind of keep the ball in your cart, and so it kept going back and forth, and that could be where it's at right this moment. There's a fear of that exploration that the Page of Wands wants to go down this pathway of exploration with you, and there's a fear holding us back. We have a penny or a coin here, which is communication and opportunity. We have the yin yang, so soulmate energy, friendship. We have angels watching over us. A divinely guided connection. We have the lock heart here, so somebody keeping their feelings for you at bay. Even though they're really intense, they desire a relationship here with the linked hearts. I think of the Two of Cups. Now the Four of Pentacles is somebody who's concerned about their position or their coin or what they have to offer in life, and it's an insecurity energy. It can also speak to a lot of possession concerning you. And this is someone who has carried their feelings for you for a long time, because this penny, it's from it says 1997, and it's been lodged in the back of this golden triceratops for a long time. I can't get it out. It's stuck there. So this is a burden that they carry, and they have no intention of kind of putting it down, these feelings for you. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and become a beautiful part of our soul family here. If you would like to be entered for a chance to win a free reading with me, please drop your comment below. Make sure you hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check me out for a private reading, and that link is below through Etsy as well. But I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope that you come back for another visit at the Tarot Cottage. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the red feather or to the golden tarot here, and this is your reading. Your person's current thoughts and feelings for you. What are they thinking and feeling for you right this moment as we speak? We are going to start with tarot for you today. Always remember that I'm dealing with collective energy, so please take the messages as they resonate and leave behind those that do not feel right to you. But how does pile 2's person feel and think about them right this moment? What are they thinking? What are they feeling about this connection? The Ace of Swords. So they are in thoughts of you right this moment, the thoughts of you. Some of these thoughts spring up for them unexpectedly. It's like they can just be busy with work or be busy with school or whatever the case may be. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, their mind will just drift to you. King of Swords. And it's like they're really trying to make sense of the connection, to make sense of these thoughts. This is a logical person. They could be an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. They're trying to make sense of these thoughts. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The Tower. And it's hit them like, it's like epiphanies have hit them like a ton of bricks or something. It's like the truths, the lessons have come full circle, and it really hit them like a ton of bricks. And these type of epiphanies you can't go back from. So they've come full circle in certain lessons when it comes to you. And some of these have been painful realizations. We have the Sun. Back of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Swords. Now, this Knight of Pentacles is talking about a long journey, a long, slow journey. So you may be in contact with this person, perhaps even for a long time. There's a sense of responsibility about this person too. So they're a logical person, they're a responsible person, but it's like as much as they struggle, and I feel like they're struggling, I can't even get it out of my mouth. It's like they struggle to focus upon those responsibilities even though they want to, because their mind does, again, float back to you, and it happens so suddenly they don't seem to have control over it. They don't seem to have control over it because they've had epiphanies about you that they can't unsee. And unfortunately, these epiphanies didn't come in until it felt like it was a little bit too late for them. But now they can't unsee them. And as much as they want, again, they keep trying to be forward facing, they try to block you out. They try to block out some of these thoughts. I'll be honest. They try to block out some of these thoughts because some of them are too painful. It wells them up with too much emotion, and this person likes to stay focused. They like to stay grounded. They're very practical. This could be the type of person who runs their own business, so they have a lot on their plate. Like, I feel like they have a lot of responsibilities, and they feel even restricted to be able to act upon some of these realizations that they've had. And there's the Empress, so that's part of it. The Empress is the top tier. This is the divine feminine. It's not just about attraction or it's about a connection that defies logic at times. And so they've had this epiphany about what this connection is, and they're starting to understand it more. But they try to block it out because it's sometimes too hard, and it steals their focus from their responsibilities that they feel like are necessary. I feel like this person has even gone as far as tried to attempt to stop some of these thoughts. It's like they try to stop them in their tracks, but it's like a train. They can't. The King of Wands. The Ten of Swords. As I said, some of these epiphanies have been very painful. If you look at the Ten of Swords, it's about letting go of something that I really, really was focused on and obsessed over and wanted so much. So these thoughts have ruminated. We don't just jump from the Ace of Swords to the Ten of Swords. That's like trying to climb a ladder that has no rungs. They've spent time collecting these thoughts of you. And some of them it's like there's so much temptation surrounding you with this moth energy. But it's like the reality is that the reality stings. The reality of the situation stings for your person. And there's a grief surrounding that. It's like I didn't realize what I had. I didn't realize who you were. I didn't realize until it was way too late. And there's the Empress. That's the realization. I didn't realize until it was too late, and that hurts now. I do feel like this person wishes for reunions. It's like they wish that they could let you in on some of this clarity. But it's also just sort of messages like they don't want to see any pain that they may have caused you. It would be really difficult for them to do that. And so now, if this tower is speaking about epiphanies and fear of upheaval, now we have this tower which is all about confusion too. Because the truth is that they're not confused anymore by how they feel about you. They've learned their lesson. There's the Page of Swords. They're not confused anymore. They're just, now they're afraid of executing that truth. Now they're afraid of the consequences of coming forward and saying, okay, I know exactly who you are. I know what I missed out on. I realize it's very painful that I didn't take the steps I was guided to take, and it's left me in this position. And now they do have a fear of upheaval in their life and an upheaval of these responsibilities. Because ultimately this person really thinks about and fantasizes about this Page of Cups energy, which is new beginnings, emotional new starts. They think about reaching out to you, just kind of popping in out of the blue. But every time they think about this, it feels too much sort of formed in fantasy. And they always pick apart why they shouldn't, why they should hold back, why they should maintain a watcher position with you. Because as much as they sort of fantasize and wish for this new emotional start, I feel like they cannot. I feel like there's some sort of dynamic between your energy or their energy that doesn't allow that type of movement. So it's kind of a bittersweet realization that's coming in. And it's closer to the bitter than it is to the sweet. But they hold you in such a beautiful high regard now. But they also don't want to create havoc. They don't want to create the same type of emotional upheaval that they're feeling. They don't want to do that to you. And they keep how they feel a secret. I feel like they would classify you to other people as a friend, but that's definitely not what this is. But I feel like that's what they tell people. We have here attachment. It says letting go, restrictions, and fear. And the Ten of Swords is a call to release. It's like their good logic, and I put quotation marks around that, their good logic tells them that it's time to move forward and time to release this connection. But the problem is that they don't know how to execute that. They don't know how to release you. They've allowed the lesson of who you are to come full circle, but they don't know how to release you. And we have here the eternal dance, movement, wheel of life, and path of least resistance. I don't feel like this is your first rodeo when it comes to this person, or your first lifetime with this person. The problem is that we may have found ourselves in a bit of a karmic loop. This person does sort of take the path of least resistance, which is quote unquote the easier path, but it only appears as such. It may be the sort of the easier path practically speaking, but emotionally it's the much more difficult path. But they're also, you can almost look like they're tangled up. And even here with the devil energy, the devil is representing attachments, the connection to you, the drive towards you in a physical sense, but also restrictions that stop them from being able to pursue. And I feel like there are restrictions here, so take that as it resonates to your situation. Back of the deck does say Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. For someone watching, this responsibility, I feel like does encompass a job or a home life situation. What are their current thoughts and feelings, please? We have the Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And we have tree affairs with your family. So the Knight of Pentacles, I don't like to think of the mule. In fact, mules are one of my favorite animals. I think that they're smart, very steadfast and sure-footed. This Knight of Pentacles wants to be seen as such. There's a stubbornness to that too, because even like there's so much focus. It's like, I'm going to get it done. Even if it's fruitless emotionally, I'm still going to get it done. And they're so focused on that because they feel like that's where their loyalties should lie. We have here broom, new home, new attitude. And as I said, I do feel, as much as we don't want to leap into the third party idea, I feel like there's been a long period of disconnect here. So they have grown something. They have built something for themselves that they feel brings them respect. And there is this attempt here. They're like, logically speaking, I know I should clear out this clutter. The problem is I don't know how. We have the Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Wanted to come out reversed. Back of the deck says Weeping Willow, family sorrow. And that's like the tree. And there's sadness surrounding it. And there's sadness surrounding the inability to navigate around that tree. It's like there's a lot of jealousy sometimes surrounding the King of Wands, but he's sometimes, as a support, when he's just a support, he doesn't have a lot of follow through. He has a lot of intent, but not a lot of follow through. How are they currently thinking and feeling for pile number 2, please? We have here self-indulgence, focusing on self, self-worth, shadow work, self-appreciation, time to heal. And I think that they are trying to tell themselves that it's time for release. But that's the problem, is that this Ten of Swords is not in the future position. They're still confused on how to gain that clarity for themselves. But they are recognizing that this obsessive energy over you is starting to do them a disservice. We have here the Phoenix, new phase, rekindled, changed mind. And they would love to see a rekindled energy. They would love to see a do-over in this connection. But they feel like they could be stuck in some type of karmic relationship on the back of this deck. Currently thinking and feeling right this moment for pile number 2, please. We have gratitude. And we have isolation reversed. And we have release. They feel like they should be grateful for what they have. They feel like, and they're proud. They feel prideful of what they've built. Like they should be grateful for what they have. It's like, so then why is it raining? That's what it feels like. It's like, if I should feel so grateful because I have accumulated a lot and I have built a lot for myself and I have a lot to be thankful for, but why do I feel so lonely and why do I feel so isolated? And it's because they are struggling to perform that action. They're struggling to release, even though their good sense perhaps tells them that it's time. They're still really, really struggling because they keep looking in that rearview mirror, and that's where you are. What are their current thoughts right this moment for pile number 2, please? What are they thinking right this moment about pile number 2? We have listened to your heart, and I want a fresh start with you. Because I feel like they can't communicate with you with, through text or anything like that. I feel like there is a communication going on internally. We have, I need more time. They want to return to the world, but they're like, now is not the time, because I would do anything for you is in the reverse, which is like the 10 of Cups reversed. It's like, I need more time because I have so many things to work out. My life started when I met you. But back of the deck says, if I follow you, I could lose absolutely everything. And that's what it feels like with the Tower. The Tower brings about upheaval and permanent change. Once we execute it, we can't go back and try to build that tower back up. What are their current feelings right this moment and thoughts for pile number 2, please? It was my fault, but I blamed you. This person went through a period of reflection where they were trying to avoid placing the blame on themselves. It's time for me to heal now. But their lesson has come full circle. They see things clearly. It's not that they don't see things clearly. That's the problem, is they see things too clearly now. So there was a point in time where they didn't want to take on the responsibility of, or the onus as to why things are the way that they are between you, and disconnect. I sometimes stay awake thinking about you. So this persistent thought that's happening right now, it floods into the evening times. It doesn't feel like a one-off. This is something that they're very versed in thinking about you. I wish that we could have reunions, and I want to feel the way that you made me feel in the past. And they think about a lot. It's like these thoughts of you flood them with nostalgia. I try not to react when people mention your name. And as I said earlier, I feel like when they describe you to other people, I do feel like this description would involve you being a friend at this time. I feel you leaving me behind is on the back of that deck. Let's look at the intentions for the future, Spirit. What do you see happening in the future of this connection for pile number 2? Oops. We have walkabout. Walkabout, you discover your sacred path. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. And the secret sketches, wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. I feel like this person is trying to focus on the healing journey at this time, and I do not feel like they are intending on coming towards you. I feel like if this naturally evolved into a meeting or naturally evolved into a reunion, they would be so happy about that. But they are trying to do their best to be forward facing, but I feel like they're really shaky in that direction, but they're trying to heal, and I don't feel like they have intentions of reaching out to you at this time. They are trying to heal, even though it's going to be very, very difficult. We have here destiny on the back of the deck. It says, one door closes and another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. They're really leaving this one up to the universe, pal, too. They're leaving it up to fate at this moment, not perhaps realizing with all of that logic that they are fate. They have to create the picture of their dreams. But let's get a charm bowl for you. The future of this connection in the bowl. Missed the bowl. Ace of Swords sideways, 8 of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is kind of what we're looking for, right? We want the new emotional start. We want contact that pops in, even if we don't expect it to. But everything's in a bit of a state of limbo right now because this 8 of Pentacles is reversed. And this is somebody who's not putting in the necessary effort to create clarity or new emotional starts. I don't feel like they would be upset if this sort of happened organically, but they're not going to put the effort in at this moment in time. They're trying to heal. They're trying to focus on their responsibilities. Even though their heart's not in it, I will say that there's something missing in this new path they've chosen for themselves. We have ing, Q. We have here the 8 of Swords, and I just heard quitting. We have 9 of Swords, actually. It's ruminating. So this is just not thought about today. This is overthinking. This person thinks about you all the time. And so we've just, the fact that we've caught them on today is just a happy little accident because they're thinking about you all of the time. We have the letter 0. We have believe in love, and we have Scorpio. We also have here the Wheel of Fortune and the Key. So they feel really stuck, and they're kind of hoping that fate will take care of the rest that they can't take care of. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. And if it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comment section. And I would love for you to subscribe to our channel, become a beautiful member of our soul family here, hit your like button, your notification bell, and be sure to drop your comment below if you would like to be considered to be entered for a free reading from me. I will be drawing another name shortly. I'm just waiting for my last winner to reach back out to me. But I hope that you also check me out for a private reading from Etsy if you feel called to, and that link is below. And I do hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the purple feather, or to the traditional Rider-Waite, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their current thoughts and feelings for you right this moment? So what is going through their mind right this moment when it comes to you? What are their current feelings for you? Pile number 3. Please take the messages as they resonate and leave behind those that don't feel right to you. We have the 4 of Wands. What are their current feelings and thoughts about pile number 3, please? This person on their mind. 2 of Swords. So this person's being really passive when it comes to this really good opportunity with you. And the Hanged Man, you can see his crown chakra is all lit up. So this person is deep in thought about you. But there's an insecurity that makes this person hesitate. With the Two of Swords, they're sitting very passively with their heart chakra blocked. With the Hanged Man, you can see their body kind of looks like an upside down 4, which is a lot of insecurity. The Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So this person, it almost feels like they're crushing on you, or it's like they're on the fence about what to do about their feelings for you because they find you really attractive. And they're really, it's like this pressure is building. They want to see where this is going to go. We have here the Three of Cups. So I'm not necessarily getting a full-fledged friendship energy here, but I am getting a sense of you enjoying this person's company. So you could be dating this person, or maybe you're just hanging out right now and having fun. This person suppresses a lot of how they truly feel within your relationship right this moment. There's the Six of Swords. And I feel like there's this expectations that things are going to evolve and continue to move and grow here. I will say that with the Seven of Cups, there is a fantasy situation there, or there's like options sometimes with the Seven of Cups. So they don't want you to feel like you are an option, but Spirit says you may be an option. So this person may have other people that they're interested in, or they're just, maybe it's not a solid relationship yet. There's no commitment here yet. But here with the Four of Wands, that's really interesting energy, if I'm honest, because the Four of Wands is talking about how this person at least recognizes in you how this pathway could be the pathway that could lead them to so much. And it begs for exploration. So this Three of Cups energy is someone who enjoys spending time with you. It's a friendship energy. We have the Hierophant. I will say that it doesn't feel like this person is ready for commitment, but they can see how you would be like the perfect partner to commit to. But when we have a big major card, like the major arcanic theme as a support over here in the first position, for me, it's like we have so many steps that we have to take to get there. We have to take so many steps to get to this ascension, get to this commitment. And so it's like they recognize that, and here's the Four of Wands again, they recognize that this could be the pathway that could lead them to commitment. But it's like, I'm not ready yet though. I'm not ready to really go down that road. So it's like they're trying to hold you off at this friend position or at this playful position so that they don't have to A, lose the opportunity, and B, act upon it right this moment. The Ten of Cups. They're putting off their own happiness though, Spirit says. It's like they may not feel ready for what this connection could bring to their life, but they sure do need it, is what Spirit says. They sure do need it. Everybody needs the Ten of Cups in their life. And so what their fear of this fear they have of the unknown, this deep-seated insecurity that they may be experiencing right now, we have a lot going on here. We have an explosion. There's the Justice, the Judgment, and the King of Swords, though. It's like they don't feel ready for it, but it may be exactly what they need at this moment. We have here the Strength. And we have the Four of Cups. Back of the deck is the King of Swords. This person could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. I get very strong Libra energies though. And here's the Two of Cups and the Sun. Oh my goodness. Now the King of Swords is very logical. They're a leader here, but in this case, this person is being really passive with this really good opportunity with you. And so their thoughts of you right this moment are encompassing around whether or not they feel strong enough to act upon this pressure that they feel inside to express themselves and to take this journey with you, truly. This Eight of Wands is someone who is, there's a lot of pressure building under the surface to communicate, to have fun. There's a lot of physical energy surrounding the Eight of Wands as well. And it's like that's what they're comfortable with, is the physical realm right now, but you represent such a good opportunity, and they keep thinking about that. They keep thinking about how attractive they find you physically, and And they keep going back to that too. It's like how capable you are, how independent you are. It's like, what do you need me for when you have all of this power and all of this talent? And it's like, what do you need me for? Because as much as they're like, I'm not really ready for commitment, they also pale. They feel like they pale in comparison to you. And I feel like they don't actually, they just feel that way. I feel like they're a really capable, smart person, but it's that insecurity that keeps hitting them because they'd love to be in a relationship with you. And they want to tell, it's like they want to be able to express that, but it's like they're just not ready yet. Here's the 8 of Wands. It's like there's a pressure building, but they're just not ready yet. But I feel like they are ready. That's the thing. Spirit keeps saying they are actually ready. They're just giving way to fear. They're giving their power away to this fear mentality right now. But that's why Spirit's working on them to tame those fears inside of themselves. Whoops. How do they currently feel, please, about pile 3? We have here soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And it came out reversed because I feel like they're trying to avoid any of that emotional stuff, but they can't. They can't avoid it. This persistent thoughts of you, it floods them with insecurity. But the reason why they're flooded with so much insecurity is because there's so much potential. There's so much potential here. And they feel connected to you, but I feel like their logic wouldn't allow them to kind of enter into this mentality of like, oh, this could be my soulmate. We have here, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And back of the deck says, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Now, I will say this for someone watching, and this is not for everyone because I'm not getting that as an overarching energy. This card always comes up as like a secretive energy where there could be attachments. We have the release your ex card. So for someone watching, this hesitation could be because of options that they hold, other situations that they're involved in. As I said, they could have options. But they're starting to realize that this may be the only option for them for emotional happiness. And so their position could be tested in this moment too. How do they currently feel, please, about pile 3? What are their thoughts and feelings about pile 3? Because for some reason it's like they feel a little bit helpless, or they don't feel powerful enough to communicate how they feel, and they don't feel powerful enough. And there are different reasons for that because of collective energy coming into this reading. And so for someone, their position is the problem. But for others, it's just that insecurity. It's like they just don't feel ready for what this opportunity with you represents, because you're not just any option, you're the option. And so it's like perhaps people have come and gone and options have come and gone, but no one has presented the option that you present. And that's why they can't wrap their head around it. And that's why they're in this persistent thoughts of you, because it influences them, because their guides are trying to highlight this path, because it can lead them to the 10 of Cups, but they're being directed to the steps they have to take to get there. And that's where they're hesitating here with the 2 of Wands or 2 of Swords. Oh, we have one that flipped over. We have Dolphin. I think about friendship with the Dolphin. It says financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. This can also be an emotional gain. This could be somebody from your past, again, that wants to return. We have Broom, new home, new attitude. And we have the Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Back of the deck is April. Could be significant to the connection itself. The Yoke really reminds me of the Hanged Man. It really reminds me of feeling, even the 8 of Swords, just feeling restricted, feeling helpless, feeling frustrated in the situation. But the frustration is supposed to light a fire of purpose underneath us. The frustration is supposed to help us clear out the clutter here being the insecurity or anything that's in the way of this really good opportunity, because that's what they keep thinking. It's like, this could be my person, and I just need to clear out all the obstacles, whether they be mental or physical. We have the Yin. And I just saw To Be Fair, back of deck, which is all about balance. It's also the 11, number 11, when we break it down, which is about the cause and effect. They're worried about the cause and effect of their actions. They're worried about how they're going to be received if they come towards you. What are their current thoughts right this moment for pile number 3, please? What are their current thoughts for pile 3 right this moment? I want to look you in the eyes. They want to be able to take their masks off and be vulnerable and speak their truth in regards to this connection and how they truly feel, because they are hiding their truth. And if this is a friendship, they're like, I want more than friendship. I feel like if we could explore this path, but they're worried that they're stuck in whatever position with you that they're in. They're worried that they're stuck there. I finally see things clearly. But you deserve someone better than me. And as much as they say it, they see things clearly, they clearly do not. Otherwise, they would see things clearly and they wouldn't see themselves as limiting in any type of way. They're also thinking about you in a physical sense, and again, how you carry yourself. I wish that I had been more honest with you. I wish I'd had the strength to be more honest with you. And I wish I'd made better choices. That's the Lover's energy. That is really speaking to anyone who feels like this person's restrictions are attachments to other people. Because they're really kicking themselves. Because like, we could have built, but now I feel stuck because I didn't take the practical steps I was supposed to take. Do you even want me back? Is on the back of the deck. That really speaks to their confusion now, the 7 of Cups. It's like, how do you feel about me? Do you feel the same way? Because they're not convinced that you do, or they're not confident that you do. How do they truly feel right this moment? How are they thinking and feeling about pile 3, please? Please give me a chance. I feel like not a lot has changed for this person since their first, experience with you. I have been hurting without you. You have no idea. What are they thinking about right this moment? They feel stuck, though. They feel unable to come towards you. They do wish for reunions. For someone watching, they do wish for some type of reunion, and they know that they should be forward-facing, but they can't seem to shake that idea of you. I know that you're my twin flame, and the 4 of Wands keeps showing up. I see things clearly now, they keep thinking. Because as much as they feel potentially hung up in their environment, or whatever the case may be here with the Hanged Man, whatever's holding them back, all of this persistent thought of you has not gone to waste, because it's in the very least brought about the epiphanies necessary. I'm going to take action, but I'm planning my approach. I act happy, but I'm not. And I know more than you think. So they could be watching you as well. Back of the deck says, I have options, but I only want you. And that brings us back to the front where I said this person could have options in life, but that doesn't seem to matter because their mind and their thoughts and their feelings are focused on this connection. Let's take a look here at intentions for the future. What are this person's intentions for the future, Spirit? What is the future going to bring this connection? We have here palmistry, fortune and tarot, collective destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry. And listen to the notes of intuition. And then we have a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. We also have freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. So even if this person has intentions to create more in this connection, Spirit says their actual practical steps could fall short. So they're encouraging you to not allow yourself to wait in a state of limbo for shifts and changes in this connection. They're encouraging you to seek new seasons, because this person could be ultimately seeking new seasons. Even in the future here, the Lovers, it's like they're caught between a rock and a hard place, or they're caught having to make a decision. And their strength is being tested. They may not have the power to power through. So they're asking for freedom at this time. And Spirit says this may not evolve into the reunion or into the relationship that we're looking for. And even here, this could even apply to you as well at this very moment. If you've moved into a new connection, or again, there's like options with this person. So this person may not have the courage to power through some of those restrictions in the future. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile 3. What is this person currently thinking right this moment in the bowl about pile 3? You have the 5 of Wands. They're having this conflict. There's jealousy when it comes to you. A lot of jealousy when it comes to you. The 9 of Pentacles is reversed. The 9 of Swords is reversed. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is somebody who, again, a lot of jealousy. They don't have a lot of follow through when it comes to this situation. They're jealous of your position, and they overthink. 9 of Swords is sometimes somebody who could suffer in the past from anxiety or fear or depression, and they overthink. So this is not just a one-off where they're only thinking about you right this moment and that's it. This is persistent. This is always in place. We could have done this reading at any point and they probably would have had you on their mind here, because they're stuck at this impasse. They're stuck here at this 5 of Wands. They're being challenged by their guides and angels to power through that insecurity and take the steps that they feel guided to take towards you at this time. And they're trying to come up with solutions. They're trying to come up with solutions, but Spirit still sees them stuck at that hurdle, even in the near future. We have the letter L, an S. We have here, do as you would be done by, almost too simple. We also have the 2 cherries. I think about innocence and sexual energy. I think about young energy and childhood and growing up together. We have the rabbit of exploration, somebody who wants to explore with you and someone who's really attracted to you. We do have the Pegasus, looking at things from a higher perspective and being pulled in different directions. Balance. We have a nickel from 2008, and I think about the 5th of May or the 5th of any month. We have the paperclip, so this could be someone you went to school with or it could be a workplace connection. We have healing, angels walking among us, and we have the peace. I think of the 6 of Swords. And I think about someone who has a lot to express to you, but is holding back and sort of hoping for help to express that along the way, or needing help to express themselves. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, I'd love to hear your story in the comment section below, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell and your like button, so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below as well. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.